So the idea of the session was to explore the human side of farming, to look at kind of issues of resilience, to look at what support there is around for farmers in terms of advice on policy changes. It's been such a challenging time in terms of constant changes to policy and uncertainty about sources of grant funding and so forth. And the session was kind of about trying to understand some of those challenges, but also to signpost people to the sort of services and advice that there is around, both from kind of Devon County Council to advisors that are working to help farmers make the most of the grant funding that's there, to kind of build on what they're already doing in their farms and kind of maximise available support for them. And also understanding a bit about the political context and about the ways in which farmers and farming stakeholders can feed into policy making, the routes that there are for trying to get their voices heard, and whether that's through local policy or national policy. And then also thinking about mental well-being and about some of the kind of challenges of farming, many people farming on their own or without much support, and how we can kind of support farmers better, and just as peers, helping each other, but also making the most of schemes that there are around to support farmers' well-being and mental health. And so there've been recent programmes set up, for example, for those who are supporting farmers, to help for them to have somewhere to turn to get a bit of support themselves. So I think, the kind of a bit of a wrap-up session really to try to bring some of those sort of social and personal challenges to the fore, but also in a very pragmatic way to think about how people can leverage support that's there. People were very interested and had loads of questions, some tricky ones, but I think, it seemed to strike a chord with people. And what was nice is that there was quite a range in the audience, men, women, all different ages, the odd baby. So I thought it was, there was a great representation there of the farming community. And also we spoke about the people who weren't there, which was quite important, and people started discussing ways in which they can talk to others who don't come to events like that, to kind of bring some of that information to them as well. So I think that's a really important output of the day as well for those who weren't able to be here.